go. You know what? We're gonna swap. Let's swap. Let's go to this. I think I should do this one first. Let's go into this. So this story is concerning Jimmy Kimmel. So if you have heard the recent outburst of news, it has been going down in the news section. Okay, today. This is why I say dictatorship. Now I haven't really gotten into it like that, but you know Charlie Kirk. We all know Charlie Kirk now. That's all I'm gonna say. But if you black, you know what that means, Charlie Kirk. So anyway, this is why I say a dictatorship now. You know, just being off the record right now here in this leopard printed red furred feathered ass coat. I can't say nothing about you. I'm in this coat. If let me tell you something. This how you know it's almost a dictatorship a little bit, bitch. A little bit of dictatorship. Okay. When white men, baby, baby, when white men can't say what the fuck they want to say no more, even comically, and not even aggressively, or because we're gonna go over this. So let's check out this story. I'm gonna go to the news segment because I think I like the news segment first, but a little bit better. Let's go to this page.
We have breaking news. ABC has just announced here that they will be preempting the very well-known show Jimmy Kimmel Live indefinitely. That's confirmed by ABC, and it comes at a very tense time with many of the issues we've been covering tonight. There was a backlash on the right because Jimmy Kimmel, after the Charlie Kirk shooting, made the statement that he viewed, quote, new lows with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them, and with everything they can to score political points from it, end quote. I've just read part of what Jimmy Kimmel had said, which includes what sounds like an inaccurate reference to the shooter. We've followed, of course, that case closely on this broadcast. Andrew Weissman, DOJ and FBI veteran, is here with me. And I kind of want to start with saying this is a pretty big piece of news when you look at the backlash or punishment of speech, something we've been covering. Right. Also, I would say in a news broadcast, if that were on ABC, you would be probably expected to issue corrections or deal with any material that, deliberately or not, over time became inaccurate, right? I don't actually have the exact date of that statement. I just wanted to let viewers know that. And the FCC leader under Donald Trump had also publicly called for this outcome. So there's been both public but specific government pressure. Your reaction to this news?
Well, one, it's worth taking a pause because we will learn more about exactly what the statements are and sort of how this came about. When I hear this, I divide it very much, as you said. What has the government done versus what has a private actor like ABC done? So first, with respect to the government, that's where it's exactly the conversation we were just having with Katie. The government.
So in show, let me make sure. Hold on. We're gonna do like a quick mic check. We're gonna do a quick mic check because we still getting set up. Hope y'all enjoying yourself for a moment. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Hold on. Listen to this a little bit more. Then we're gonna be right back.
Government needs to be really respectful of different viewpoints, even when you think that what is being said is inaccurate or deplorable or both. And so that, to me, is the more problematic thing, where you'd want to know exactly what were they doing, because you really are not supposed to engage in sort of viewpoint discrimination. Now, a private actor is.
All right. So I think we are running pretty okay. Hold on. Nah, I think we run okay. Now we're running okay. Now we're running okay. All right. So this is a travesty. Okay, to me. Okay. They should be enraged. They should be enraged. Let me tell you something. When George Floyd was murdered, you for the life of me, bitch, for the life of me. When George Floyd was murdered, I mean, I wish I had time to sit here and just really unload the stories on some of the stuff that these folks said about George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Trayvon Martin. And now Charlie Kirk, you know, um, I don't know. I ain't so much I can say, but since if they taking a white man language, and I'm a small YouTuber over here in my bedroom minding my business, and I ain't got no money. I don't know if they did it to them. I don't know what the fuck they'll do to me. So I'm gonna shut the fuck up on that part. But because I know the stuff I could say. But if Charlie Kirk who he was, Obama really, I should download Obama. Go look up Obama video. His response was just epic. Um, this man had different views, but everybody that was killed, our black people were murdered, and they said some of the most heinous shit on live TV. And the FCC, the FBI, the CIA, ABC, motherfucker, CBS, they didn't say shit. They didn't say a goddamn word. And all of a sudden, we have here Charlie Kirk is passed. But like I say, some pastors today, I think I should. Ooh, damn, I should have did that. I might need to go do that right quick while we talking. I might do that. I am gonna do that right quick. But some pastors, black pastors has came through, and I'm gonna show that in a minute too. But it gets me that they would really go on and they know who the fuck they is. So anyway, the FCC got involved. We already know Trump people, it's that in this dictatorship because you cannot. Why are you monitoring people's words? So let's go into so we know that's news story right here. So let's go into the next scene. Now, the FCC, this dude named Brian, right? Brian is a news reporter, a journalist, whatever. He's really good about he is baby. He gets all the best wide political tea he can use. So shout out to Brian. But this is when Brian reached out to the FCC director himself, because Brian got the actual number, so he sent the text over. This is what Brian reported today. Check this out.
Jimmy Kimmel yanked from ABC's airwaves indefinitely, and it's all over this comment he made on the air on Monday night.
He had some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it. In between the finger pointing, there was grieving. On Friday, the White House flew the flags at half-staff, which got some criticism. But on a human level, you can see how hard the president is taking this.
Condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They've just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House.
That comment generated a lot of outrage in MAGA media circles, with pro-Trump websites and Fox News shows targeting Kimmel over it. And then on Wednesday afternoon, FCC Chairman Brendan Carr, a close ally of President Trump, threatened ABC and parent company Disney, saying that he wanted to see Kimmel suspended.
It appears to be some of the sickest conduct possible. There's calls for Kimmel to be fired. I think, you could certainly see a path forward for suspension over this. And again, the FCC is going to have remedies that we could look at.
When I asked Carr for comment about ABC's decision, he replied to me with a GIF. This is that famous meme from NBC's The Office, where Michael Scott and Dwight Schrute are celebrating in their office. One more important thing to remember here. When Stephen Colbert's show was canceled by CBS over the summer, Trump started to target Kimmel.
Fallon has no talent. Kimmel has no talent. They're next. They're going to be going. I hear they're going to be going. I don't know, but I would imagine because...
Okay, so just go back and just to need to say, what gets me is that this is not a dictatorship. Ain't this America? Ain't y'all First Amendment is free speech? And this is things they haven't even said nothing really like they really could say about. Excuse me, who got the gas? Breathe. Excuse me, mama. But they have not said anything remotely it was strong as they could say about Charlie Kirk. It's so much to say to her. Especially you should go over to explain this over. Go over to grandma's house and explain who Charlie Kirk was and show her some videos of what he did and then record it. Now that is what should be heard across the world. That should be heard. This is somebody who was violated and ain't gave a fuck about black culture, black people, slaves. our civil rights was the movement was the worst mistake. Slavery was almost a sensible choice, and you telling me you enslaved a whole demographic of people, and he literally, in a sense, his own freedom of speech. We're gonna take it back to that. That's what he chose to do. Um, and throw it back out there in his own thought or theory, and then it's nothing said. And then he hold on, sorry, the fella got caught. But then he gets the Bible says, if you live by the sword, die by the sword. And I've been seeing people say that. Oh yeah. We're gonna go to the next thing because I need to show y'all this other thing before we get out this subject because we're moving on. But for him to, you know, and then and look at his last words too. His last words was something about gang. And he was about to start comparing it to black people. Moving on. All right. So it gets me, and then what I would say I showed this last scene was can you believe the FCC director? This is some shady shit. He texted him and nothing response. His response was yay. That's what he said back in the text. The FCC director, the people that says what the fuck? So I mean, they got Steven, they got Jimmy. These are white folks. Baby, they coming for the view. I mean, Lord have mercy. What we gonna do? I love the view. What I'm gonna do without the view? Donald Trump, I mean, God, Lord have mercy. Maybe I gotta call Whoopi Goldberg and see can she at least say his name, because she always say you know who. Maybe they get her to say his name. Maybe he'll let them stay on live. Because I love the view. I do. I love the view. Every day I watch the view. You gonna take my favorite show, motherfucker. But no, seriously though, if people don't have that ability to do that, y'all, what is the next step? What do we do for us on the ground, right? These are hierarchy people. So could you imagine if they getting cut off? Could you imagine what YouTube gonna do, X gonna do, all these other platforms, Facebook, what they would have to do? So it's something for us to consider. So, again, if you're enjoying yourself, hit that like button. We are coming on down through this thing, coming on down. So the next thing I want to go into right quick is something similar of what's been going on. So, as